Hello everyone, welcome back to my English learning journey. If this is your first time watching my channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Jafar and I am the principal of SMKN 9 Tangerang, a vocational high school in Indonesia. I'm very happy that you are joining me today. Today is day 12 of my English speaking journey. Every day, I challenge myself to speak English. Even if I make mistakes, my goal is not to speak perfect. My goal is to become more confident, more consistent, and a little better every single day. I truly believe that learning is a lifelong journey. It does not matter how old we are or what our profession is. We can always learn something new. Today's topic is my English learning notebook as a school principal. This is my sound like a very simple topic, but for me, it has become one of the most important tools in my English learning journey. Many people think they need expensive courses, advanced technology, or a perfect study plan to learn English. Those things can certainly help. However, I have learned that sometimes the simplest tools are the most effective. For me, one of the tools is my English learning notebook. It is just an ordinary notebook, nothing special. It is not expensive. It is not digital. It is simply a notebook that I carry with me. Almost every day, I also school principal. My daily schedule is very busy. Every morning, I attend meetings. I talk with teachers. I visit classrooms. I communicate with students and parents. I check school programs. I read reports. I answer messages and emails. Sometimes my day is so busy that I hardly have enough free time. Because of that, I cannot always sit down for 1 or 2 hours to study English. Instead, I learn in small moments throughout the day. Whenever I discover a new English word, I immediately write it in my notebook. If I hear an interesting expression from a YouTube video, I write it down. If I learn a useful sentences from a podcast, I write it down. If I make mistakes while speaking English, I also write it down so I can learn from it later. My notebook has become my personal English teacher. Whenever I have a few free minutes, I open it and review that I have learned. So what do I usually write in my notebook? The first thing is vocabulary. Vocabulary is one of the most important parts of learning English. Without enough vocabulary, it is difficult to express our ideas. Every day, I try to learn several new words. For example, opportunity, responsibility, achievement, improve, challenge, confidence, habit, progress, leadership, education. But I don't stop after writing the word. I also write the meaning in Indonesian. Then I make a simple sentence. For example, I have a responsibility to lead my school. Learning English is a great opportunity. I want to improve my speaking every day. Every challenge helps me become stronger. Confidence grow with practice. Making simple sentences helps me remember the words much better. The second thing I read is useful expression. For example, keep going, step by step, never give up, practice makes progress, believe in yourself, one day at a time. These expressions are short, but they are very motivating. Sometimes, when I feel tired after a long day at school, I open my notebook and read these expressions. They remind me to continue learning. The third thing I write is speaking topics. Sometimes I don't know what to talk about in English, so I prepare topics in advance. For example, my daily routine, my office, my school, my family, my favorite books, my morning habits, my leadership journey, my English learning expression, my English learning experience, my students, my dreams for the future. Whenever I have time to practice speaking, I simply choose one topic from my notebook. Then I speak for 3, 5, or even 10 minutes. I don't worry about making mistakes. The important thing is speaking. Another section of my notebook is called mistakes I wanna improve. I think this is one of the most valuable pages. Whenever I notice a pronunciation mistakes, a grammar mistake, or a vocabulary mistake, I write it down. Why? Because mistakes are wonderful teachers. If I ignore my mistakes, I may repeat them many times. But if I write them down, become more aware of them, slowly I improve. Many English learners are afraid of making mistakes. I understand that feeling because I also experience it. Sometimes I speak a sentence and later realize it was incorrect. Instead of feeling embarrassed, I tell myself, that's okay, I learned something today. Mistakes are not signs of failure, they are signs that we are trying. One thing I really love about my notebook is that it records my progress. Sometimes I open the first page, I see the simple words and short sentences that I wrote several months ago. At the time, I could only write a few basic sentences. Now I can write much longer paragraphs. Now I can speak for many more minutes than before. When I compare my old notes with my new ones, I realize something very important. Progress is often slow. Sometimes we don't notice it every day, but if we continue learning consistently, the improvement becomes very clear over time. That is very encouraging as a school principal. I also believe that writing helps us be think more clearly. When I write something, I remember it better. Uh, Writing forces me to organize my ideas. It helps me become more focused. That is why I encourage my students to keep notebooks as well, whether they are learning science, mathematics, pharmacy, laboratory, technology, health services, or English writing as a powerful learning habit. Learning is not only about listening, learning is also about writing, reviewing, and practicing. Sometimes people ask me, Mr. Jafar, which notebook should I buy? My answer is always the same. It doesn't matter. Any notebook is good. A small notebook, a large notebook, an old notebook, a new notebook. The important thing is not the notebook. The important thing is using it every day. A simple notebook that is used every day is much more valuable than an expensive notebook that stays empty. Another habit that helps me is reviewing my notebook regularly. Sometimes I read it early in the morning before school starts. Sometimes I review it during my lunch break. Sometimes I read it before I go home. Sometimes I even read it before going to bed. Each review only takes a few minutes, but those few minutes makes a big difference. Repetition helps me remember vocabulary. Repetition builds confidence. Repetition creates long-term memory. This notebook also helps me prepare my English vlogs. Before recording a video like this, I often my notebook review today's vocabulary. I choose today's topic, organize my ideas. Then I begin speaking without my notebook. I might forget many useful words. So the simple notebook has become one of my best learning partners. I also wanna encourage everyone watching this video. If you are learning English, start your own English notebook today. Don't wait until next week. Don't wait until next month. Start today. Write one new word. Write one useful sentence. Write one simple idea tomorrow. Write another one after after 1 month. After 1 month, you will have many pages. After 1 year, you will have hundreds of new words and many wonderful memories of your learning journey. Always remember this, small habits create big success, small improvements become big achievements. Learning English is not about studying perfectly, it is about showing up every day. It is about being consistent, it is about believing that every little effort matters. As a principal, I wanna continue being a learner. I want my teachers to see that learning never ends. I want my students to know that education is a lifelong journey, and I hope my English learning journey encourage many other people to continue learning regardless of their age or profession. Before I end today's blog, I wanna leave you with one simple message. Carry a notebook, write something every day, review it often. Uh, don't be don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Be patient with yourself. One page at a time, one sentence at a time, one day at a time. Little by little, your English will improve. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you for supporting my English speaking journey. I truly appreciate every comment. I truly appreciate every comment, every encouragement, and every prayer. I hope today's video I hope today's vlogs has inspired you to begin or continue your own English learning journey. Keep learning, keep practicing, believe in yourself. This is a day 12 of my English speaking journey. I'll see you again in day 13. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye and see you in the next video.